My name is Heath. I moved to Frankfort in 1981 to open a dental office. In 1980, I was in the middle of my residency year at Michael Reese Hospital, and I was looking for a location to start a dental practice. A friend told me about this lovely little town way down south of I-80. It was named Frankfort, and it sounded likely. So I made a phone call to the Chamber of Commerce, thinking I'd get some information on business opportunities in town. I dialed the phone, someone answered, and I asked if I could speak to someone from the Chamber of Commerce about business opportunities, and I was told that she was out to lunch. And I was stunned. I was stunned to learn that an entire Chamber of Commerce might go out to lunch, and that it would be a she. And that phone call started a 40-year relationship with the Frankfort Chamber of Commerce between myself and them. The she in question that day turned out to be Sue Steves, who was the director of the Chamber. But what I learned was that the Chamber of Commerce really is just people, just individuals. A she doing this, a he doing that. Together, they become a them that gets things done. And I've been proud for this last 40 years to call those people my friends and to watch them as they've worked to make Frankfort a better place to live, work, and play. The village of Frankfort was founded in 1855. It sprang up beside a train station, which was erected by the EJ&E Railroad. It didn't incorporate until 1867, and by that time, several businesses had already sprung up along Kansas Street, which fronted the train station. At that time, there was no Chamber of Commerce per se, but already those businesses had started to do their part to shape the face of the village of Frankfort. And that process continues even today. As the thriving business community in Frankfort continues to focus on the challenges of today while learning from the lessons of yesterday and looking forward to the opportunities of tomorrow. It's been a long time since the founding of Frankfort, so let's take a look back to see how far we've come. From 1900 through 1940, the early Frankfort business community included Pfaff's Barber Shop, Folker's Livery Stable, B&M Lumber Company, and Bauman's Tavern, to name just a few. In 1920, the Herder brothers opened their trucking company. The Frankfort Fall Festival also had its start in or about 1935. In its early stages, the Fall Festival had a number of names and was nothing like the Fall Fest of today. But the one thing that the early versions had that remains today was the goal of raising funds for a civic cause or organization. In the 1940s, the world was at war. Several new businesses arrived in Frankfort during this trying time. The Oasis Drive-In started serving breakfast and burgers, and a loaf of bread cost 25 cents at Mark's Spotlight grocery store on Oak Street. Sangmeister Electric and Bussey's Tobacco Shop also opened their doors. In the 1950s, the automobile was changing post-war America, and Frankfort was no different, with Bausch Trump Chevrolet opening for business. They were joined by Gracie's The Oldie Frankfort Tavern and a group of doctors who opened Hedges Clinic. In the late 1950s, the business community of Frankfort had come together for the first time to organize an early version of the Chamber of Commerce. The monthly meetings were held at Prestwick Country Club and included the usual networking, cocktails, dinner, and always a quality speaker, but someone who would speak for free. The treasury was small. The Chamber immediately began promoting Frankfort, which was now officially a village with 1890s charm. And in 1968, the Chamber shouldered the increasing burden of organizing the Frankfort Fall Festival, which by then had begun to resemble its now familiar form, in both size and scope. The 1970s brought new challenges to business. There was a shortage of gasoline and the price was high. In 1975, the price of gas at the Texaco station on the northeast corner of LaGrange Road and Route 30 nearly doubled. Beef was also in short supply and the cost of food soared. The Frankfort Chamber of Commerce worked tirelessly for their membership, and the value of that collective organization of local businesses became more and more apparent. In the 1980s, the Frankfort Chamber of Commerce formed a partnership with the Village of Frankfort and began to host the wildly popular Concerts on the Green events. In the 1990s, the village started to invest in its historic district infrastructure, setting the stage for business growth in the downtown historic district. The festival was now a huge event, helping to put Frankfort on the map and creating revenue which allowed the Chamber to expand its organization of networking and services to assist businesses and give back to the community. In the present decade, the Chamber has expanded to over 670 members, and the Frankfort Fall Festival was named the #3 outdoor craft show in America for its 2018 show. The Frankfort Downtown Historic District is an attractive and thriving business and residential community, hosting events throughout the year which draw crowds to the village with 1890s charm. Business and technology, no doubt, will continue to adapt and change. The Frankfort Chamber will continue to offer its members opportunities to shop, dine, play, and share. And so, here's to the next decade.